Hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The air in Port Charles is thick with tension, and right now, one encounter is poised to tilt everything. Britt Westbourne steps into a moment she didn't expect, seeing Carly Spencer and Jason Morgan in a private, charged instant. And when she does, the truth will ripple outward, affecting loyalties, relationships, and futures. Let's set the scene. Jason Morgan has always been a man of few words, but every action he takes speaks volumes. Carly Spencer knows this. She knows the power he wields, the depth of his loyalties. And Britt Westbourne has watched from the sidelines, knowing what she wants, knowing what she's been denied, yet also knowing the ground beneath her is shifting. Into this mix enters a moment of clandestine intimacy, an embrace, a wordless reach for comfort, a connection that isn't hidden, but isn't yet exposed, until Britt walks in. Imagine Carly and Jason, in one of those rare quiet spaces away from the chaos of Port Charles. Jason has just done something he seldom allows himself. He's dropped the guard. Carly sees it. She feels it. The tension that's been building between them, past ghosts, present burdens, open wounds, comes to rest, momentarily, in a shared breath. A close gaze, a hand on a shoulder, a whispered reassurance. Jason knows Carly's been bearing weight he helped carry. She knows Jason has at times carried her when she didn't ask. And in this hush, their history, their bond, their unfinished business, and the potential of something more, comes alive. But Britt appears. Not by design, but in design. A collision of paths. She sees them. She senses more than what's visible. A closeness, an understanding, a history being rewritten. Britt sees Carly leaning in, Jason offering solace, and perhaps something more. In that instant, Britt's world tilts. She's known Jason's loyalty to Carly. She's known Carly's claim to Jason. But this reveals the unspoken. This shows what she's feared. Jason's heart may always revert to Carly, but also what she's hoped. Maybe, just maybe, Jason is open to something different. And Britt wonders, did Jason tell Carly the truth about Jocelyn's WSB assignment? Did he break his promise to her that he would hold that secret for her sake? Because if that truth is out, if Carly knows everything Jason knows, then Britt's bargain, her leverage, her expectation of Jason's exclusivity are all at risk. Suddenly, the stakes aren't just emotional, they're existential for her future with Jason. Carly, in her vulnerability, may simply see Jason as safe ground. The man she trusts, the man who shows up when it matters. She's been kept in the dark before, about Jocelyn's involvement with the WSB, about Jason's silence. But Jason finally stepped up and told her the truth. She appreciated it. She leaned into him. That moment of truth opened a channel between them, a channel Britt realizes might already have shut her out. Jason, for his part, expects that telling Carly was the right thing to do. He knows she deserves honesty. He also knows what he may have cost, his bond with Britt. He knows what he may be risking. But his moral compass is aligned with truth. He couldn't stay silent, even if silence protected him or Britt. And now, in the moment Carly and he share, he senses that the secret is no longer a secret. And Britt's reaction will be the first tremor. Britt's perspective. She has tried to convince herself that she's okay with being second. She has tried to tell herself that Jason and Carly's history shouldn't matter if her present is strong. But deep down she knows. She knows that the spark she felt with Jason, the possibility she entertained, that maybe they could be something real, could evaporate if Carly's grip on Jason remains unshaken. When she walks into their quiet moment, she sees more than two people embracing. She sees the future she feared realized. She sees Jason confirming in his actions what his words haven't yet admitted. She is confronted with the truth that Carly may always come first. And if that's the case, Britt's hopes hinge on damage control, on redefining her role, on resetting expectations. Let's dive deeper into the emotional architecture of this moment. What does Carly see in Jason? She sees reliability. She sees a protector. She sees someone who, when the chips are down, picks up the pieces alongside her, not behind her, but with her. She has been hurt by secrets, by lies. She has been betrayed by omissions. When Jason told her about Jocelyn's WSB role, it mattered. It shifted things for her. She could forgive what she didn't know, but she couldn't live with what she couldn't trust. Jason gave her the trust. In response, that moment between them, Jason giving weight, Carly accepting it, becomes symbolic. It isn't just about today. It's about all the days they've survived, together, apart, in tension, and now potentially ahead. From Jason's point of view, he's torn. He has obligations. He has history. He has his code. He recognizes Carly's value in his life. He also secretly, stubbornly, recognizes Britt's meaning to him. He knows that the moment he told Carly the truth may open Pandora's box. He knows that Britt's watchful eyes will spot him, and more importantly, that Britt will interpret everything. He is haunted by what he sees in Carly's look, a combination of gratitude, relief, longing, and he knows that look wasn't just for what he told her, but for what he didn't need to say. Jason senses the shift. If Britt catches this, it won't just be an emotional fissure. It could be a seismic shift in Port Charles. As Britt is there, she registers. Their closeness, the words unsaid, the past clinging to the present. She's hit with a realization. Jason told Carly. He stepped out of the shadows and into the light. And what does that mean for Britt's plans? What does that mean for what she pictured? The truth is revealed, and Britt has to decide how she reacts. Does she confront it? Does she retreat? Does she risk everything and fight for Jason anyway, knowing that Carly will always have the home field advantage? Now consider the implications. 1. Britt's position is compromised. If Jason told Carly the truth, then whichever deal or unspoken agreement Britt assumed between them is over. She is now vulnerable. 2. Carly's position is strengthened. In Jason's eyes and in the emotional ledger between them, Carly just received confirmation that Jason chooses transparency with her. That gives her an upper hand over Britt. 3. Jason's position is ambiguous but powerful. He must navigate the fallout. Britt's reaction, Carly's expectations, the secrets that remain, and the future he wants. 4. Port Charles watches. The ripple effects will be felt by everyone connected. Jocelyn, Jack Brennan, the WSB, the court examine how this truth moment might evolve. Britt, reeling from what she saw, might seek answers. She might approach Jason, questioning his loyalty, his choices, his priorities. She might approach Carly, defensively or aggressively, depending on her emotional trajectory. The tension between Britt and Carly could reach a breaking point where alliances shift, when upmanship begins, and Jason stands in the middle, torn but resolute. Carly, feeling validated, might lean further into Jason's world. She might expect more from him, more commitment, more presence, more of that bond. She might even press for change. What happens next now that the truth between them is out there? Carving out her future with Jason may no longer be just a wish. It may become a possibility. Jason will have to weigh everything. He must decide. Is his connection with Carly about history and comfort, or is it about the future? What does he really want with Britt? Can he salvage that path, or was it never truly his? And even more, how will he handle Britt's feelings now that the power dynamic has shifted? From a broader perspective, this moment forces reflection on the nature of secrets in Port Charles. Secrets are currency. They're power. Jason's decision to tell Carly a major secret about Jocelyn is a strategic one, but also a moral one. It resets the ledger. Britt's belief that she held leverage collapses. The notion that Jason owed her something because she held him close becomes untenable. And the community around them senses the shift. Jack Brennan may exploit it. Jocelyn will be affected. The WSB will see changes. The Quartermaines will pick up the pieces. Now let's imagine the conversation that may follow. Britt to Jason, why did you tell her? Why now? Jason's answer may be, because she deserved to know. Not because he wanted to dump Britt, not because he didn't care, but because he had to act in line with his conscience. Carly to Britt, we're not hiding anymore. That line carries weight. It says that what they shared isn't shameful, it's real. It means they're stepping into the light. Britt to Carly, you always have had the advantage. There's vulnerability, bitterness, and resignation. Jason might silently absorb, knowing the friction ahead will be painful but necessary. In the wake of this, what might Britt do? She may retreat and reassess. She may reframe her relationship with Jason, accepting that maybe she isn't the one he chooses. Or she may fight, double down, remind Jason of what she brings, declare that she won't be sidelined. In either case, her reaction will signal the next chapter. Consider that this isn't just a triangle of emotion. It's a nexus of power. Jason's silence once served Britt. His truth now empowers Carly. The scale tips. And Britt's future may depend on how she leverages what remains. Her intelligence, her closeness to Jason, her familiarity with his world. Carly, too, must face what the truth brings. With Jason stepping into openness, does she expect more? Does she demand a commitment beyond what was there before? She knows her daughter Jocelyn is implicated in danger. She knows Jason has always been the anchor. She now realizes Jason will move mountains for her. But does that mean she moves closer or further? Will she fear the intensity she now feels? The closeness may be comforting, but it also may cost something. And Jason? He stands at a crossroads. Does he reaffirm his bond with Carly and the truth they now share? Or does he turn to Britt and try to salvage what he once had? He may realize that what he saw between him and Britt was hope, but what he saw between him and Carly was history meeting possibility. He must chart his course. We also should ask, what about the place of Jocelyn and the WSB in all of this? Jason's decision to tell Carly about Jocelyn's assignment has consequences. Britt knows that if Jason told Carly, then Jocelyn's secrets are exposed. And if Jocelyn is exposed, then Brennan's threats resurface. Brennan once warned that if Jason blabbed, Britt could be sent to Steinmauer. Now that the truth shows Jason may have told Carly, Britt may feel the walls closing in, and she may point blame squarely at Jason. The truth doesn't just set free, it traps. For Britt, the net may be tightening. And what of the community of Port Charles? This moment reading across relationships. Sonny may sense a weakening in Jason's focus. The Quartermaines may suspect Jason's loyalties. Jack Brennan may sense leverage. Jocelyn may fear her secret life is unraveling. Carly may sense her power rising. The moment Britt walks in is the shift. After that, nothing returns to what it was. The silence is broken. The game board resets. Finally, let's contemplate what this means for the future. For Britt, she must choose. Does she fight for Jason as an equal, or does she accept another role? Does she reclaim her autonomy, deciding not to depend on Jason's validation? For Carly, she may step into a new era with Jason, an era of honesty, partnership, possibility. She may expect more, dare more. For Jason, he must live with the knowledge that truth changed everything. He must navigate new terrain, past, present, future converging, and decide what kind of man he wants to be. Because in this moment, when Britt catches Carly and Jason in that secret moment, the truth doesn't just whisper, it shouts. It demands acknowledgement. It forces decisions. It alters alliances. And it changes lives. So keep watching closely. Because when the truth changes everything, the ripple never stops. And in Port Charles, when the ripple hits the shore, it washes away old certainties, builds new ones, and leaves everyone wondering, who will pick up the pieces? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for all of your updates.